What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from MTG headquarters, and I have got this week's Fat Pack. It is a Mirrodin Besieged Fat Pack, and is notable for its now with 9 boosters. I think they gradually went from a book to sample chapters to just an additional booster because why not, right? So it is the second set in Scars of Mirrodin, and it's the 54th total Magic expansion. Came out in February 2011. It contains 155 total cards, with 60 of them being common, 40 uncommon, 35 rare, and 10 mythic. The design team was Mark Gottlieb, Gregory Marquise, Ken Nagel, Mark Rosewater, Mike Turian. All those names could be wrong altogether. There's definitely some interesting cycles in the set. There's the Zeniths of Black Sun, Red Sun, Green Sun, Zeniths. It had some notable reprints like Phyrexian Rager, Leonin Sky Hunter, Divine Offering. Green Sun Zenith, of course, being popular, a popular tutor for creatures, ended up being banned in Modern. What else can I tell you about? That's probably it. Obviously, there's a lot more to know about it, but Mirrodin is a very interesting block. It contains many artifacts. It continues the story of Scars of Mirrodin and lays waste to the Mirrodin countryside and its people. The set itself is split strongly between 2 camps. For example, the pre-release and release parties feature a special type of booster that contain only cards from one faction or another, requiring the player to choose between them for deck building. Intro packs also separated factions. Mirrodin Besieged slowed the existing limited format down, and it also made a change to the draft format. In all previous draft formats, a group of players started with the first set in the block, but with Mirrodin Besieged, the first pack to be opened was the most recent set. So a lot of interesting changes. It also featured things like Infect, which you all know I love, Proliferate, Imprint, and Metalcraft. So let's get on with this. Some of the notable pulls we could be looking for would be things like Inkmoth Nexus, Blightsteel Colossus, Sword of Feast and Famine, Consecrated Sphinx. These are all, foils. I'm talking foil prices being pretty crazy. Tezzeret, Agent of Bolus. There's a lot of spendy foil cards in this set, so maybe we'll find one of those. But if not, that's all right. It's fun to go through the history. And I always forget a poking device, a stabbing device, a cutting device. And some people call it a knife, but I mean, I don't like labels. Alright. Holy shrink wrap, Batman. Alright, shrink wrap off. Hopefully the glare will be better now. Here we have our Mirrodin Besieged Player's Guide. Let's see if I can not wreck this poster. Should start some sort of like drinking game. You want to just keep the momentum. Yes. All right. Pretty cool. Go the long way. This little, Bad Wolf MTG did a really cool craft magic about, turning those into some pretty cool wall hangings. We got our obligatory high-value deck boxes. We all know the most important thing to me is the die. Look at that symbol. Trey Chic. I think I still have the Scars one here. So that's cool. Maybe I'll keep them here for the new Phyrexia too. I definitely remember buying some of Mirrodin Besieged when I was getting back into the game, but I was just buying it to open. I didn't even really know what I was doing at the time. I was just building casual decks the only way I knew how. We have our land pack. 4 more packs. So now we know that Mirrodin Besieged was the cutoff point for 9 boosters. I think we'll zoom in a little bit here, huh? All right. So how was limited? I don't think people love when limited gets slowed down in general, but maybe it was good at the time. We have a Sphere of Suns, Into the Core, Corrupted Conscience, and a Shimmer Mirror. 3 colorless, 2/2 flash. You may cast artifact cards as though they had flash. And a poison counter. Oh, I love Infect. They need to bring more Infect. More Infect. Here we go, Malera's Keepers. Spiraling Duelist. Septic Rats. And a Victory's Herald. 4/4, 3 and 3 white for a 4/4 flyer. Whenever Victory's Herald attacks, attacking creatures gain flying and lifelink till end of turn. That's gross. That's a very powerful card, I would imagine. Sorry, I always want to skip through the comments, but I know the art maybe isn't. Tell me, was Infect something you could actually draft? Looks like maybe. Green, black, and Infect. New Rock Commando from the Tron movie. Brass Squire. Core Prowler. And a Psychosis Crawler. 5 mana. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your hand. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay. So how are you guys all doing? New Phyrexia will be the next fat pack I open. Trying to keep them on Fridays. Patreon's getting close to getting back in order, which would be exciting. Go all the way back to like Onslaught or something like that, I think we need. Called Datha Flame Fiend. I did it again, I skipped the comments. Kembra's Legion. Gruesome Encore. And a Phyrexian Hydra. 5 mana for 7/7 with Infect. If damage would be dealt to Phyrexian Hydra, prevent that damage. Put a -1/-1 counter on it for each 1 point of damage. That's still pretty gross. 7/7 for 5. Powerful card is powerful. Power wheels. Power wheels. Power wheels. I mean, wait, what? See, marketing. That's why I went into marketing. I just knew it was so effective. I think the last time I heard that like song, I was probably 5. I feel like it anyway. Treasure Mage, Choking Fumes, Quilled Slagworm, And a Phyrexian Rebirth, 6 mana, destroy all creatures, then put an XX colorless horror artifact creature token onto the battlefield where X is the number of creatures destroyed this way. That's pretty good. A lot of really powerful cards in this set, huh? Board wipe for 6, plus you get a creature. Seems pretty good. I mean, the second ability is just gravy, and you're still wiping the board. Goblin War Driver. Phyrexian Juggernaut. Quilled Slagworm. And a Hellkite Igniter. 7 mana, 5/5 flying haste. Play 1 in a red. It gets +1/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Holy cow, that could get out of control because that's pumpable. So if you, let's say you control 3 artifacts, it's getting +3/+0 for every 2 mana you spend. If I understand that correctly. All these rares have been super powerful. I mean, maybe because there's so many powerful rares, they weren't that powerful, or maybe I've just opened up some of the crazy powerful stuff. Leonin Relic Warder. Go for the throat. Classic. Phyrexian Juggernaut. A Tezzeret. Nice hit. Woo! Haha. 2, 1 blue, 1 black. 3 loyalty Planeswalker, where +1 is look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest of, on the bottom of your library in any order. -1, target artifact becomes a 5/5 artifact creature. Or -4, target player loses X life and you gain X life, where X is twice the number of artifacts you control. That has got to be a fun card to play. And a nice pull. Nice pull! Tezzeret, 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 Tezzeret. I want my Inkmoth Nexus. Or Inkmoth or Blinkmoth, which is in this set? Inkmoth. Leonin Relic Warder. Vidalcan Anatomist. Corrupted Conscience. And Magnetic Mind. 4 mana. Whenever another artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, Magnetic Mind deals 2 damage to that artifact's controller. Alright. Last pack. I feel an Inkmoth Nexus. No, maybe a Blightsteel Colossus. I think it's going to be a Blightsteel Colossus. No, Inkmoth Nexus. That's what it's going to be. Inkmoth Nexus Foil Tezzeret pack. I mean, right? Here we go. Malera's Keepers. Spiraling Duelist. Nested Ghoul. And a Decimator Web. 4 mana, pay 4 tap. Target opponent loses 2 life, gets a poison counter, then puts the top 6 cards of his or her library into the graveyard. Wow! There's a lot going on with that rare. No mythics, but we did find a Tezzeret, which is kind of cool. And we got to open some Mirrodin Besieged, take a little walk through memory lane. I hope you guys are enjoying it. This will be a part of the entire playlist of every Fat Pack through history. There's got to be 20 plus different ones in there already, so if you missed any, make sure you check that out. If you enjoy what I do on the channel, make sure that you crush that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below so we can interact. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon. What's up, and thanks for watching this video. I produce all different kinds of content, so if you haven't yet, click on my face to subscribe. If you want to watch more videos, I've got some sweet playlists, including this one, where I open up every Fat Pack ever created. I've also got this one over here where I open just about anything vintage and old and expensive for your enjoyment. And all this is made possible by the awesome backers at our Patreon, which is linked in the description of every video. Hop on over there, check it out, see if it's something you might want to consider. If not, sit back, enjoy, and I'll still love you.